What? I can't do anything when I come in here. Y'all just don't let me walk around. So, always, like most people, especially when you got animals outside, always keep an eye on the weather. And possible thunderstorms later this afternoon. Possible gusty winds. And I took that tarp down. Number one, I needed more sun and it dry out a little bit more in here. What? You guys get no more treats right now. You had plenty this morning. It's not even noon yet. So, I pulled some plastic pieces that I'd taken down from here, so I reused stuff. So, and the plastic's going to let the sunlight in too, so it doesn't get dark in here. So I'm just going to put enough plastic just to keep it from like blowing in if it does rain. Just going to get prepared because we are getting around that rainy time. Yep. Then again, we might not have one drop around here. So I'm going to get that done, and then I'm taking all these fans apart, getting those cleaned up. And then one of my subscribers said when I hang that up, hang it upside down, which I never even thought of that. So I'll get those scrubbed up today. I might not get them hung up today, but by the time I get the plastic up, I mean, I've got stuff I've got going on in the house too, so I'm going back and forth. So I'm going to get started with getting that plastic zip tied up there just a little bit. I'm not going to cover the whole thing to the bottom or nothing. So, and then a piece over here in place of that dark tarp there. And I don't have the fans on today because it's not really needed. Is that how my stool keeps getting knocked off? Because you girls keep getting up there? Gotta get their dishes cleaned up again. And the one that got injured the other day on her wing, looks like she's doing good. So we'll see. I'm going to get started on that. Yeah, you heard me. Okay, I got to get them another treat now because they think this is a treat and they won't stay out from underneath my feet. If you would move, Wilbur. Okay, they're now temporarily satisfied. So now I can get here and get this plastic zip tied up on there. Okay, I didn't try to get it spotless, but we got that cleaned up. And I got some of my bungees off the fence, and right now I'm putting them in there. And I think what I'm going to do is get a long board or something. So I have something to hang those on, make it look a little neater. But for now, that'll do. I still got that mess to clean up. But right now, I'm only going to do one fan at a time because I don't want them to not have a fan right now. So what I'm going to do while that's drying, I'm going to figure out how I'm going to hang that before I'll get the other two fans today and tomorrow. I should be able to finish the fans. So I got that one still. that one, and that one. So I may go ahead and take that one off since I've got that one going in there, just so I can get their little fan cleaned up and dried by this afternoon or this evening. Okay, I did go ahead and take their fan from there. Got it hosed down, and due to electric, you know, you got to make sure it's super, super dry before you go turning something on. So I'll let those get dry. I'm going to stop and get the plastic, replace that with a piece of plastic, which will also help get a little bit more light in here when it's over cloudy. I'll get ready for the storms this afternoon. Yeah, get a little bit more cleaning done around here. Okay, that should do it. And the only reason I don't really have to take it all the way to the bottom, because it usually comes from that way or whatever, and the trees stop a lot of it. And then if it comes from that way, that barn stops a lot of it. So I don't get a real big downpour down in there. And like I said, it's right behind here. This is all dry space and enclosed for them. So this is just so like any of the big spray don't just fly in there. Still gonna get wet in there, but not as much. And it don't need to be pretty, don't need to be tight. Just enough to make the water fall off, huh? Better get ready. Look at them dark clouds. It's getting ready. Y'all better get in the barn. Like they care. Okay. I don't have the other side pulled down, so let me go pull it down because it's starting to get dark. Just in that shorter time, I'm going to be putting plastic up here. Thomas, what are you doing up there? Young man. I'm knocking all my straw down. Oh well. Okay, so I got their plastic up. I got it stretched over a little bit. And like I said, I don't need it to go all the way down to the bottom, because between this coop and the barn over there, it stops the rain from like shooting exactly straight in or anything, because it usually comes from the other direction. And then, you know, so the house kind of stops a lot of it from coming down here. I'm going to pull their little curtain down here. Just so that any spray, you know, doesn't shoot inside their dry spot there. So even if no matter how much it rains, they got plenty of dry spot there. Don't ya? Don't ya? And I did move the fans because it's going to storm. And I got them inside the coop there. So those should dry out by this afternoon. And then either later this evening or tomorrow, I'll get these other two fans. See how many feathers? That's why I got to get it up off the ground. Because the feathers that just suck up on there, because these teenagers are starting to lose their toddler feathers. The rest of them. Be nice. You want to have a stare down or what? Okay, so it is going to storm anytime. And that'll just help for this area. It doesn't really pour in here. Now, of course, up here it will. But that's okay. That's okay. You girls behave. Okay, that's just a temporary, just through the thunderstorms, and then you go back around and you pull it back up again. Girls, quit. Wilbur, you need to go break them up. See, they're coming out more. Yesterday they were like right over there. So they're coming out a little bit more. I gotta clean that stuff up still. But that'll do for now. Till the thunderstorms are over with. I still gotta run to the store. Girl, what?